Good morning, everybody. We got Robert here, everything going on. How's everybody doing today? It's Monday, the 28th of April. Yeah. Oh, stop it. You guys are too nice. Too nice. So how's everything going? Monday, like I said, good times, right? Everybody loves Monday. Johnny B loves Monday because that's when he gets his day off from work. So Robert wants to chew on me again. And he doesn't approve of the morning show. He's just like, pet me, love me. Yeah, I got a little serious last night or yesterday morning. Got on some random topics and yeah, kind of ran everybody off at the end. Unintentionally. I just kind of got sidetracked, you know. But how's Random doing this morning? Over in Australia. Terry's trucking around somewhere. I have no idea where Terry might be today. Does anybody know where Terry is? Monday's second blow. There's this guy, YouTuber, who's in Israel. And he's got 2 Mondays, he says. Because his whole life he's been institutionalized to believe Monday is like a kind of mad day. You got to go back to work after the weekend, all this kind of stuff. But in Israel, it's Jewish. So Friday and Saturday is the weekend in Israel. And Sunday is our version of Monday. But he still has this idea of Mondays. So he's frustrated. It's kind of funny that he has to deal with 2 Mondays since he lives in Israel. So he's got a double Monday. The rest of us just have 1. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. He was making light of it, but I never do that. Learn something different. That's kind of cool. Let's get some coffee going here. It's just the 3 of us, it looks like. Anyway, I went to my comedy improv class last night. That was fun. There's those people in there are so cool. I know I've said it 100 times, but it's like a breath of fresh air to get in there and just kind of act silly, do some, improv comedy, and meet some new people, and just kind of forget the rest of the world for about 2 hours. It's really cool. I really like it. And we're going to have what they call a graduation performance this Wednesday. So I will be on stage this Wednesday at the comedy venue doing improv comedy. So I got to reach out to our instructor, if you will, and see if I can set up a camera and shoot it live. It's only going to last about 45 minutes to an hour, Wednesday evening at, I think it's 7 p.m. So yeah, it's going to be I think that's cool. I'm excited. I want to get up there and act silly and just do some different skits. It's going to be fun. And it's all impromptu. It's improv. There's no set skit that we follow. We're just firing off, left and right, and whatever comes to mind, and trying to make light of whatever topic is brought up for us. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I love it. Anywho, yeah. Today's National Hero Day. That's why I put the poll in there for the Batman, Superman, Thor, and Iron Man. So I don't have to act, Terry. I just be natural on the stage. Yeah, that's it. Yesterday we were kind of practicing some different things, and me and this other girl, we were the 2 people up front, and we're just, like I said, just practicing. And they gave us a prompt. It was grandfather and granddaughter. And how is doing my old man impression? And they got a good laugh. Everybody was loving it. Yeah. So, anywho, like I said, it's tons of fun. I'm super excited about it, if you can't tell. What else has been going on lately for you guys? Anybody got any cool stories for the weekend? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Go to a nice restaurant, go to a concert or something, maybe watch a movie, cook out. I don't know. What was everybody doing last weekend? Oh my gosh, Terry is already off the rails this morning. He's in Iowa this morning. All right, well, then Terry's in Iowa. What are you going to do? Our trucker, our perverted Uncle Terry trucker with tights on. What was that good? If you haven't been afraid of flying, this story from 1988 on this day. It was a flight. It was only a 35-minute flight. One of those small flights only had like 95 people on it. And the roof ripped off the plane. And it sucked one of the stewardesses out of the plane. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then like the first four or five rows of seats didn't have any roof, no oxygen mask. They all passed out. They still managed to land the plane. And the only casualty was the flight attendant that got sucked out when the roof got ripped off somehow. That's wild and crazy, man. That would make sure, I don't know if I would fly after that. No, not in the plane. They got sucked out of the plane because the roof ripped off the plane. She probably would have liked the latter. Like you said, she would much rather do what you suggested than getting, having a 25,000 foot free fall. I'm not flying again. And it was a Boeing 737. I don't know. I always thought Boeing being this reputable company, but they've had so many issues with their planes. You got the, I wonder if that's the same 737 MAX that they grounded all of them around the world because of some electrical thing or something, like computer programming or something. So yeah, it's that would be crazy. You like flying drones? Yeah, like I said, I got my drone, but I never use it anymore. Hey, Spring, in Istanbul, incognito with her new username. Johnny B's on his way home for his 2-day weekend. Mondays and Tuesdays is his time off. Oh. He said, you guys have really bonded amongst each other a little too well in some cases, I would say. Talking about Johnny's bowel movements. How do we even get onto that topic already? Let's look at our poll. Nobody likes Superman or Iron Man. If they fly, we're not voting for them. Either naturally or with a suit. If you're a flying superhero, nobody cares for you, unfortunately. Anywho, we just know each other. Yeah, you guys have learned each other a lot over the past few months with Terry Tights. And yeah, we were talking about piercings and stuff yesterday, and joking about how if you had them, if they were magnets, if they were magnetic piercings, you could have a cool party trick at, it's some game or whatever. Look what I can do, and I'll just hang a spoon off of you or something like that. You don't do superheroes random? You're a sad man. I only watch true story movies. I like movies that have factual things in them. I find them a lot more fascinating to see a natural event played out on screen. It gives you this like insight. I mean, of course they embellish a little bit for the movies, but it's still fun to watch, and it's intriguing to know this certain thing happened kind of like they put it in the movie. It's not going to be verbatim. They got to spice it up a little bit somehow. But anywho, Random's a sad man. What about Wonder Woman? Well, you can always type in Wonder Woman. Aw, I didn't think of that. Sorry. Now that you mention that, I'm sure Terry would have voted for that one for sure. If I had put Wonder Woman as one of the choices there. I just, you forgive me. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you for forgiving me for not being inclusive. But, maybe Wonder Woman doesn't identify as a woman. Wow, Terry, I didn't know you could spell that word. You probably did voice to text for that. I couldn't spell it either. Male chauvinist Malcolm. What are you gonna do? It's just what I do. I do it all the time. Grab him by the you know who. That's the only time I do anything like that at all. Good stuff. Best one ever. Male chauvinist. I can pronounce chauvinist. I just can't. I couldn't spell it just off the top of my head. That's what I'm trying to say. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm trying to instill that in my mind. Yeah. You guys are a riot. What else? Oh, yeah. I chopped down the tree yesterday. I did, there's this tree that's, I don't get a lot of sunlight in my backyard, and there's a tree off to the side, and watched a YouTube video. I was able to aim the tree exactly how I wanted to. And the tree was only about that big around, maybe 10 inches or something like that. But I notched the one side the direction I wanted it to go and just cut the other side at an angle, and it fell exactly the direction I wanted to. Didn't hit anything. I was impressed. I should have done a video of it, but I was kind of scared it would go bad and like wreck my fence because it was right next to the privacy fence. I had this fear that it was going to go awry and like smash my fence or something like that. It was a good 60-foot tree, but I made it go boo right in the spot. It was. I was impressed with myself. I was proud. I wouldn't call me, be more like Paul Bunyan than Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed was planting trees. Paul Bunyan was cutting them down. That's what I was doing. You haven't slept in 2 days? Jeez. Oh, man, the longest I ever stayed awake was 36 hours, and that was miserable. But, yeah, I got it all down, and I chopped it all up into small pieces, and then I got on Nextdoor app, and I didn't, my truck's still kind of in the shop, if you will. I'm working on it. So I couldn't haul this stuff off, and it'd be a month before the city comes around. So I got on Nextdoor app, threw a post up. This guy came down, $50, loaded all the branches, the top, the trunk, and everything, loaded all up in his truck and drove away. Easy peasy. I was like, well, that was worth $50. Get rid of all that junk, you know? And he answered quick, too. I posted on Nextdoor app, and he was like, bam, right there, instantly. He was like, I'll do it right now. He texted me. I was like, sold. Come on down, man. He had a trailer and everything. It's like he does for a living. Young guy, kind of an entrepreneur. He has his own pressure wash business and does all this other stuff. It's a cool guy. Very nice guy. Left him a good review on Google. So, yeah. Malcolm Bunyan. When you say it like that, it sounds like a foot sore. Malcolm's got bunions. That does not have the same type of ring to it that Paul Bunyan would have, you know? Kind of doing a disservice to the, yeah. I know I didn't go. I just didn't feel like it. I was tired. My headache kind of came back a little bit. I rested. I did the tree things, all that other stuff, and I went to my improv class last night. So I just stayed off the viewing yesterday. But in my defense, I said, if I go live again. I thought about going to that place, but it's just like, I just didn't feel like going back into town and dealing with traffic and a crowd and all that kind of stuff. Until I apple shamed you. I don't like apples. I'll take that back. I love apples. They're good. Robert is dead on the floor. Yeah, the Johnny Appleseed thing did have a better ring to it. Glad that I'm Terry's glad that I'm dumber than him. Thanks, Terry. Everybody likes Spider-Man. Honeycrisp, I like Gala apples. Or Gala, is it? I think I say Gala. Is it Gala or a Gala? Gala apples. It's not going to be Gala apples. It's Gala because it references gay, I guess. Maybe that's the kind of apples everybody likes better. That's why they name them that way. They're small, crunchy, crisp apples. Not many people are dumber than you. Well, you know, I have to lift you up a little bit, Terry. I know that you need the support and boost of confidence. especially when you're wearing your stretchy britches in public and stuff. So I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you. That's not true. It's not true, Terry. I respectfully deny that claim. The stupid woodpecker still keeps banging on my house. He's trying to drill a hole in the metal gutters. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you're not driving, Terry. You're like Johnny on the spot with your comments. You're not missing a beat. But that, I don't know, he stripped the paint off the gutter, or he's just sitting there banging on the side of the house. He does that with the little metal garage next door, too. Somebody's got one of those little overhang metal park your car under thing. Yeah, he bangs on it like crazy, too. Hey, Blue, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Anyway, yeah, he's just a very confused bird. He's bound and determined to make a home or find something in the corner of the house. I don't know why. Be sitting, yeah, and he's wake up and a damn bird. I'm like, I had a weird dream last night that I was driving in my car and a mouse was in my car, and I had my arm on the armrest, and in my dream the mouse just came and just kind of sat on my arm while I was driving, and was just chilling. I didn't freak out in the dream. The mouse didn't freak out. We were just like buddies riding down the road in the car. But when I got somewhere, the mouse would hide, and then I would try to tell people about the mouse, and we're like, what are you talking about? And they never could find it. It's kind of like that old Looney Tunes where the guy had the dancing, singing frog, but it only danced and sang for him. It was kind of like that. It's just, yeah. I don't know why. Just a little field mouse just chilling on my arm. Stuart Little there, just hanging out while we're driving down the road. I don't know where I was going. Nothing like that. It was kind of bizarre. But yeah, I don't know. It was just a dream. Now, if I drive down the road again and there is a mouse, I probably would freak out at first. It would shock me to find a rodent in your car unexpectedly like that. So yeah, he was in control. The mouse knew he was guiding me through telepathy and whatnot. You guys make sure you hit the like button, if you don't mind, please, on the video. Double tap your screens. I'd really appreciate it. Get the count up a little bit higher if you guys don't mind. But anyway, I got one more cool story. I may have to cut this one a little short today. Again, I have to work. My coworker won't be there today, so I have to kind of run the whole office myself and get there a little bit early. Mice, rats, and roaches. If you got a nasty car, you would have rodents in your car. My car is pretty damn clean. And then a mouse would just like chew wires and wreak havoc. I couldn't imagine having that inside your car. Yeah, that would be bad. And roaches too. Ugh, how nasty would your car have to be if you had roaches inside it? That would be horrific. I've been in people's cars where there should have been some roaches with all the wrappers and garbage all over the place. But are you traveling, parking near fields and stuff like that? I bet you would, yeah. Oh my gosh. When you do windshields, you see diapers and baby bottles and all kinds of other junk in there. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. And the whole time they're complaining about how much it costs. Yeah, Terry's worried about field mice. He should be worried about lizards. You cut the stream short. Well, I won't cut it too short. I'm going to go like 7:40. I want to give myself an extra 5 minutes to get to work. So, a little bit shorter. We're still having fun though, right? And then I got one little fun story here. Speaking of fields, this mother and son were riding down the road in, what was it, Illinois? I can't remember where it's at. I can't remember if it was Illinois or Indiana. Anyway, riding down the road, and the kid sees a calf in a ditch. And another cow like running around randomly. It caught him off guard. He was like, that's not right. So he begged his mom to go back. She did. She turned around, went back, and the 9-year-old kid jumped out of the car, snuck through the barbed wire fence, and found this calf in a ditch it couldn't get out of, helped the calf out of the ditch, and these other full-grown cows were like checking him out, and he's surrounded, and she's just up there with the camera going, oh, what a sweet little boy. Saving the calf. He did a good deed. But, you know, as frantic as parents get these days, I'm surprised he didn't freak out with the full-size cows coming at him, not charging him, but in like investigating on what he's doing with the baby cow, the calf in the ditch. She was super chill about it. Oh, that's just what he does. You know, and there's a little picture of him pushing this calf, helping his calf out of the ditch. It was a sweet little story. It was cool. But kudos to that mom for not being a complete freak about it. And, you know, you're going to die. The cow's going to eat you or something like that. But, yeah. Is this State Road 42? I can't, it's Indiana. Eminence, Indiana. That's where it was. Oh, wow. You got an app for that, Terry? The helicopter parent, yeah. I mean, he was like freaking out. I don't know if he was freaking out, but he was like begging his mom to go back. He's like, something's not right. We got to go back. We got to go back. And she did. So kudos to her to, you know, a couple ways, both of them. So, yeah, I probably would have been like, I probably would have gone down to the fence and like, you know, helped verbally or something maybe. I don't know. I probably would have filmed it too. But she's like away up on this hill going down to the pasture and stuff like that. She was far away. The video's blurry because she tried to zoom in. She wasn't even getting out of the car, basically. She was like, go ahead, Timmy. I would have been down there at the fence with him at least, you know, coaching him on. It's all right, hit him here, pull there, do that, you know. Enzi, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. You live on a farm? Yeah, your kids would be all about it, right? Yeah, yeah. I had chickens a long time ago. I've told you that plenty of times before. But one of my other friends, he wanted to get a chicken coop and his own chickens. I was up there for a weekend hanging out, and him and his wife and we all rode down to this farm to go. He wanted to purchase a couple of chickens, bring back home. And we went down there, and the guy was like, yeah, you want how many you want? He says, I just want 2. He said, well, go get them, you know? So he's like, okay. And went inside this, it was a barn, basically, / chicken coop. And these chickens, they're not going to just sit there and say, hey, pick me up. You got to go get them, right? And this guy was a tough guy, and he liked animals. He had dogs and cats. He had, you know, but he would not, he was afraid to pick up a chicken and put it in a crate to carry home, nothing like that. So I was the one that had to go like corner the chicken and pick it up. They're like, this is the one you want? He's like, yeah, man, that's what I want. I was like, how are you going to take care of these things if you can't even pick them up now? They're not going to do anything to you. Even if they poke at you or something like that, it's not going to hurt, you know? I just found that amusing. I gave him hell about that for days. Look out, it's a chicken, you know? Yeah, he ended up having his little chicken coop. Yeah, we going chicken hunting. He ended up dying like 2 years ago from cancer or something like that. But anyway, you're not picking up a damn chicken either. They're harmless. I had one that I could just hold under my arm and carry around like a pet. It was a hen. She was golden looking. I can't remember what I called her, but I could just pet her on the head, carry her around, you know, like a football, and she would just kind of rest on my arm, carry her around. I wouldn't cradle her like this because if she shit, it'd be all over me. That's why I'd hold her like a football. But it was like a pet. I could just go out there. She would follow me around the yard if I let her out the coop. She'd let me pick her up and everything. It was cool. It's like, oh, this is nice. But then I am having, killer chickens later on when I am getting different ones. But I didn't have any roosters. Roosters can't tell time half the time. I bet you do, Johnny. No, I know. There's somebody not far from where I'm living. I can't pinpoint where it is, but somebody has a rooster and it crows in the morning. That would be annoying as hell. You don't have to have a rooster to get eggs. So I had a rooster years and years ago, and that damn thing couldn't tell time for nothing. 2 a.m. He's out there just crowing like crazy. And I'm like, dude, the sun doesn't come for another 4 or 5 hours, man. And it would just be out there just happy as can be. I don't know. It was aggravating. I ended up getting rid of him. So, the BBC, is that the news organization out of the UK? Is that the acronym you're referring to, Terry? I don't think so, but I'm going to say it is. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. What you doing, Robert? You stretching down there? What's the matter, Robert? I keep brushing him and mounds and mounds of fur come off of him. It's insane how much fur comes off him when I brush him. It's like he should be bald by now. His winter coat and just, I mean, literal piles and piles. Every day I get a whole nother pile of fur off of him. I could probably make a whole mattress out of the much fur I pulled out of him. I thought about that. Make a sweater out of it. Sell Robert pillows and just have all his fur stuffed inside a pillow and sell them as Robert pillows. It's soft fur, fluffy, you know. He's a clean dog. Oh, it's on top of the books on the shelf. It's a Pac-Man watch from Casio. I meant to do an unboxing video for it. I never have. But it's an actual Pac-Man watch, Pac-Man edition watch from Casio. A little digital watch, has the little ghosts and Pac-Man and dots on it and stuff like that. It's a collector's item, if you will. Maybe in like 20 years, it might be worth something. Yeah, the My Pillow. This pillow is the best pillow. My Pillow. He made millions. I could have Robert pillows, but they'd be more limited series. Yeah, it just came out February. Like I said, I don't want to mess it up. I don't think I will. It comes with a nice little pouch. It says Pac-Man on the pouch. And Casio's come out with this a few times. It says Pac-Man on the band right there as well. And then I still have the plastic on it. It's a basic watch as far as watches are concerned. It just says Pac-Man on it and stuff like that. Oh, you had a Lego watch? That's kind of cool. But Casio's released a couple series of Pac-Man, and the reason they did it this year is as an anniversary of Pac-Man. Was it 50 years of Pac-Man or 40 years of Pac-Man, something like that? And so they came out with this one again. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I thought about wearing it. The one I got, there was an older series of it, and I sent that to my brother. I got an older brother who loved arcades and video games just as much as I do, if not more. And I sent him the older version, which I think looked cooler than this one. It was more... it was more. It had more of a... It was gold. The face of the watch was gold. You could really see the pictures of the Pac-Man and stuff like that on it. And the buttons were on the front of the watch instead of on the sides of the watch. It was kind of cool too. So, Papa Smurf is your favorite superhero? Well, that's cool. I never thought about Papa Smurf. Yeah, you can name some other ones. Hey, Clayton, how's it going? Cure says hi. Oh, it's Cure. What's going on, man? Just show up randomly after a few months. That's cool. Spider-Man is still in the lead with 60%. Nobody likes Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. kind of ruined that, didn't he? Thor. Thor's pretty kick-ass. I like the Thor movies. Those are really cool to watch. Which one? Is it Ragnarok where he fights the Hulk in the arena or something like that? That was fun to watch. Hey, I know this guy. Oh, put your Apple Watch to the wood chipper? Yeah, that'll pretty much take it out. Well, I'm up here in the Athens area now. I'm up here in Winterville, Georgia is where I am. Cure. So, yeah. You guys know where I am now. Hanging out in the Athens area. And doing my morning show and all this other good stuff. But anyway. Yeah, the Apple Watch, they know too much. They're annoying. I had a smartwatch, but it just kept buzzing off on my wrist all the time. Different alerts and things like that. It was annoying as hell. Yeah. Your doctor's in Athens. I'm doing pretty good. You know, I got a different dog now. I used to have Sweetie, but now I have Robert, who's a lump on the floor right now. But I'm really enjoying it up here. I'm close to work. There's lots to do in Athens. All kinds of stuff to see and do. The weekends are always something going on. And it's not too big, you know. It's a good-sized town. It's not like Atlanta or something like that where it's insane how much stuff's piled on top of each other and the people there and stuff. But, yeah. All right, Istanbul, have a great day. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of good coffee shops up here, too. I went to Sips yesterday. That was a nice little coffee shop. Some parent was letting his 2-year-old daughter run in traffic, literally running into traffic, and he just nonchalant just walked behind her and steered her back to the coffee shop. It was just over and over again. Then we saw Terry's Stretchy Britches cousin walking down the street. We were doing a lot of people watching yesterday. People watching. I think that's a lot more fun. We should probably do that more often. Yeah, you're not going to get lost in Athens. Just a couple of... If you can figure out where the 2 or 3 main roads are, you're set. And you can get anywhere pretty easily. Yeah. Terry calling me out. He doesn't read my comments and he lies about going live. I said I might go live. I didn't say that I would. I said I may see you guys later today. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning. So, yep. Atlanta Highway, Epps Bridge, Broad Street. It's pretty easy to get around. And there's lots of different restaurants. There's plenty of places to shop, get things, you know. So it's a cool little town. It's a cool little town. But anyway, that's going to be about, I got another 5 minutes, and then we're hecking out of here. But Athens, they got a lot of bands that's come out of Athens. One that comes to mind is REM. They started in Athens. And then they lost their religion and went global. Losing my religion, that song. I don't know. But they, yeah, there's a lot. It's a big band town. A lot of music venues and stuff. Little small sets and whatnot. People trying to make it in the music industry. Putting bands together. It's a college town too, so you got plenty of people like that can play the guitar. And a few people that can try to sing. Yeah, I saw that picture you sent me. You're on top of the postal vehicle. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. I just kind of, check out. They had this conference yesterday that I considered going to. They had a bunch of retro gaming and stuff people there that you could look at old gaming systems and cartridges, buy and sell. I just didn't make it. I just did some other stuff instead. Wrong Athens. That'd be Athens, Greece. This little Athens couldn't handle the Olympics. It would. It couldn't happen in this town. It's way too small. Way too small. Yeah. Well, they tell us at the post office that. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna save my money here. If there's a dog threat, you know, you don't have to get out of the vehicle. I mean, it's justifiable not to get out. The owner used to work there. Well, we got to meet up sometime, Cure. Maybe do a split screen. You can join us on live since you're so local. I don't know. But like I said, I got great neighbors. The neighborhood's quiet. It's a good little setup. I'm fortunate to be where I am at this moment. And I'm glad, thankful that everything's kind of working out the way it is right now. So, yeah. What was actually used to work there? It used to be a Macy's. Yeah, there's a lot of old buildings and stuff like there. You're going to move indoor? You could be like the Tool Time, where the neighbor just kind of peeks over the fence and all you see is the eyes up. Giving sage advice over life problems and things like that. I don't think the whole time you're just sitting on the other side of the fence wearing only your stretchy breeches, rubbing your belly or something like that. Well, if my channel goes viral and I get millions of subs and I'm raking in the dough, we'll start buying up some houses and move some of you guys in. Wilson, that's his name. Oh man, I don't know if I don't think my channel's ever gonna grow like that, but who knows? I told you I was gonna have a WTF news video soon. I'm still working on it, and we'll get it out soon. I'll get it put out. I'm gonna try to have it tonight, done by tonight. So, yeah, we would never sleep. It'd be just a non-stop party, block party, 24/7. You can do the electrical work. And Terry can load all of our stuff and help us move with his big truck. So there you go. What? I don't know. I can't even get more than 2 likes on the screen. So, it's kind of, what it is, right? Once again, Malcolm lies. Terry's trying to throw me under the bus, left and right. Well, I'm going to sign off, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you guys have a great Monday wherever you are. You're showing 10 likes? Well, that's cool. I'm kind of watching 2 screens here. But anyway, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Check it out every morning. More stuff's coming out. I'm doing member-only shorts at 5 p.m. Monday through Friday that'll be released. So you might want to become a member. It's only 99 cents. And I'll check you guys out next time. Thanks for watching.